Respect is not stolen from you. You give it away. Every time you over-explain, every time you apologize for clarity, every time you smile to avoid tension, you teach them that your presence is light, your word negotiable, your boundary flexible, and they learn. They learn that you can be interrupted, overlooked, dismissed, not because they are wicked, but because you are available. Understand this. Power is not taken. It is surrendered, inch by inch, through habit. If you want to be respected, stop asking for it. Start acting like the man they fear to disappoint, not next year, not once you heal. In 7 days, you will train them again. Not through anger, not through performance, but through silence, scarcity, and refusal. I will show you exactly how. But first, you must bury the illusion that they ever respected you for who you are. They only respected what you withheld. Today, you stop explaining yourself. No disclaimers, no justifications, no softening of intent. Every time you explain, you confess. You reveal that you feel uncertain, that you seek agreement, that you believe your authority must be approved by others before it is real. This is the habit of the subordinate. The prince speaks once and lets silence handle the rest. When your words are questioned, repeat them. When your actions are doubted, continue them. Do not debate. Do not perform. To explain is to lower yourself to their tribunal, and those who judge you casually cannot respect you seriously. You are not here to be understood. You are here to be followed or avoided. That is the power of final speech. When you say something, say it clearly, then end it. Do not ask if they agree. Do not soften your edge with nervous laughter or pleading tone. Let them adjust themselves to the discomfort. Let them wrestle with the clarity. The more still you remain after speaking, the more weight your words carry. This is how power is first reintroduced, by making your speech sharp and your silences louder than their questions. Today, your voice becomes a statement, not a request. Today, you give them nothing. No smiles, no nods, no approval offered simply to smooth the air. Because when your approval is constant, it becomes meaningless. And when it is meaningless, so are you. Understand this. People respond not to your kindness, but to your scarcity. If everyone can earn your praise with ease, no one values it. But the moment you withhold it, measured, cold, intentional, they begin to seek it. That is the shift. That is when you stop being liked and start being measured. When someone makes a joke, don't laugh. When they look to you for validation, hold your expression. When they perform, let them sit in the silence that follows. They will feel the absence of your reaction. They will begin to wonder what you're thinking. That wondering is respect beginning to form. Today, let others speak more and gain less. Do not reward proximity. Do not affirm mediocrity. Let them work for your recognition. Let them earn your eye. You are not here to make others feel seen. You are here to remind them that your approval is rare, deliberate, and never free. Today, you will remove yourself, not dramatically, quietly, deliberately. You will not respond immediately. You will not attend everything. You will let a message sit. You will let a question remain unanswered. Why? Because the man who is always available is never respected. He becomes familiar, predictable, easy to reach, therefore easy to ignore. But the man who is absent, who denies access, who disappears without explanation, he begins to gain weight. Not because he changed, but because they can no longer consume him freely. Make someone wait today. Let a conversation proceed without your presence. Cancel something trivial, not to be rude, but to shift the frame. Your absence must be inconvenient, not as punishment, but as recalibration. Let them notice your missing voice. Let them miss your judgment. Let them ask, where is he? That question alone carries more influence than 1,000 statements. You will see the difference immediately. They will pause more when you return. They will measure your words. They will recalibrate themselves. Why? Because you have reminded them that your time is not owed, it is given. And today you are not giving it. Presence is power only when absence has weight. So vanish, quietly, strategically. Let them feel the silence you leave behind. Today you will not laugh to be accepted. You will not smile to dissolve tension. You will not nod at mediocrity to keep peace. Every time you laugh when something is not truly funny, you lower your status. You signal that you seek inclusion more than you protect your presence. But power is not born from inclusion. It is born from selective detachment. When others expect a reaction and receive none, they recalibrate. They feel your silence as judgment, your stillness as weight. Let someone try to win your laughter today, and give them nothing. Hold your expression. Let your lack of amusement speak, not with hostility but with restraint. One unreturned laugh says more than a lecture. It says, "I do not bend for comfort. I do not yield for approval." And from that moment forward, your posture begins to separate you from the crowd. You stop being one of them, and you start being someone they cannot afford to misread. Today you will interrupt. Not often, not recklessly, just once, and with precision. You will not wait your turn. You will not raise your hand in silence. You will not ask to speak. You will cut through the noise, because power is often revealed by the man who does not ask for permission to be heard. The one who interrupts well shows he is not adjusting to the rhythm of the room. He is setting it. Choose the moment carefully. Wait until the energy builds, until others are speaking too long, until someone tries to dominate the tempo. Then enter, not to argue, not to correct, but to reclaim space. Speak without apology. Do not soften your entry. Use fewer words. Land one point clearly, then retreat into silence. You are not trying to dominate the conversation. You are reminding everyone you do not need volume to command attention. When you interrupt once, cleanly, you reset the room. You remind others you are not one of the obedient. You are not waiting to be invited, and after this moment, every eye that avoided you will begin to notice you. Not because you shouted, but because you struck like a knife through cloth. Brief, precise, and undeniable. Today you say no. Someone will ask something of you, something they assume you'll accept out of habit. You will reject it, not with apology, not with excuse. Just a clear refusal delivered without excess explanation. Why? Because every time you say yes by default, you erode your edge. You teach them that your time, your energy, your presence can be claimed without cost. But when you deny even a small request, you interrupt that pattern. You remind them your consent is not guaranteed. You create friction where they expected ease. This single act forces recalibration. They will hesitate next time. They will weigh their ask. They will feel your boundary, not because you shouted, but because you declined without negotiation. Today is not about being harsh. It is about reestablishing control through a word most men are afraid to say. No. Today you will punish. Not loudly, not emotionally, but with deliberate calm. You will find a boundary that was crossed, a message ignored, a favor assumed, a tone taken for granted, and you will correct it, not through confrontation, but through quiet disruption. You will delay your response. You will withdraw your usual warmth. You will cancel, decline, or disappear. The message will be clear. You overstepped, and I do not reward that. This is how power operates, not by shouting, but by shifting. The prince does not need to humiliate his subjects. He only needs to signal that his favor is conditional, that his silence carries consequence, that kindness, when taken for weakness, will be replaced with distance. And it is that distance, that absence, that subtle coldness that teaches more than rage ever could. Today, do not warn them. Do not announce your reaction. Let your change in rhythm become the correction. Let them feel the consequence without ceremony. That is how real authority operates, measured, restrained, and unforgettable. You've spent a lifetime trying to be understood. In 7 days, you've become someone they must now figure out. That alone changes everything. Respect is not something you wait for. It is something you create through absence, precision, and refusal. When you withdraw softness, the room recalibrates. They don't need to like you. They need to fear disappointing you. And that fear is what reshapes their tone, their posture, their memory of you. This is how your reputation rewrites itself, not through performance, but through subtraction. Less approval, less availability, less forgiveness, and now, more weight. Most won't do this for 7 hours, let alone 7 days. But if you already see the shift beginning, write, "The silence worked," in the comments. Subscribe now. This is where weakness ends and strategy begins.